On this week of Maximum Outdoors, I'll be taking you to Huntingdon County once again, just outside of Greenwood Furnace State Park, to section hike the 84.2 mile Standing Stone Trail in south central Pennsylvania. Most of this trail follows along rocky ridge tops of the Appalachian Mountains. The trail was constructed in the late 1970s to serve as a link trail between the Tuscarora Trail and the Midstate Trail. Today, I'm going to show you a few miles of this trail and ultimately fail trying to show you. Well, good morning and welcome back here to Greenwood Furnace State Park. This is day 2 here at campsite number 23, and pretty chilly June morning. As you can see, I got the tassel cap and a hoodie on. It is around 40 degrees today, but as you can see in the distance, the sun's starting to pop up on over the hills here in Huntingdon County. It's going to be a beautiful day, 77 as a high. Couldn't really ask for a better day to be in the outdoors. So just wanted to make a little intro and explain what's going on here. If you missed last week's episode, we pretty much explored Greenwood Furnace State Park in its entirety. And to be quite honest, I ran out of things to do for today. So I had to switch things up a little bit and get a little creative, I guess you can say. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, but Greenwood Furnace is actually surrounded, totally encapsulated within this giant state forest known as Rothrock State Forest. 95,000 acres. So I did find a little through hike trail that is 84 miles long, and yeah, we're not going to be doing all 84 miles in one day, obviously, but I thought it would be fun to do a little section hike. So I'm going to get the bag packed up and the truck loaded up, and we're going to drive up a service road that's just a few hundred feet in front of me here, and link up with a shorter trail called the Pull Trail that's going to take us up to the Standing Stone Trail, and we're going to traverse pretty much a mountain ridge all day, around 15 miles. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I'm really excited. I'm pretty stoked to put in some big miles today. So I'm gonna get everything loaded up, get my water packed and food packed, and drive up to the parking area, and I will see you there in just a couple of seconds. Wow, so we have made it to the trailhead, and we are literally in the middle of nowhere in the heart of Rothrock State Forest. Drove up here for about 15 minutes, didn't see another soul along the way, and I haven't in the 10 minutes I've been standing here. So we pretty much have this entire area to ourselves, and just behind me here is the beginning of the Pull Trail. As you can see, looks like we're going to be traversing and heading up through a fairly large boulder field, probably Rattlesnake Central, but I was reading a little bit about the itinerary, I guess you can say, for the day. This is going to be the most difficult part of our day, gaining all this elevation until we get to the top of this mountain ridge. After that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. We're going to follow the mountain ridge and get some awesome views along the way. So that is the gist. So I'm going to go grab my bag, and we're going to head up the Pull Trail here. All right. All right, well, we're starting to flatten out a little bit. Definitely broke a sweat. And I think we conquered the pole trail today, bright and early. And just up ahead there, you can see the sign for the Standing Stone Trail. So we're gonna start traversing this mountain ridge. But before we do that, I stumbled upon this. You know, I didn't really read too much information about this. This was kind of a last minute decision last night that I decided to do. All I really know that's up here are the vistas. So not really sure what this is. Could be maybe for mining back in the day. You know, there was a ton of mines throughout this area. People would have got the iron ore out of these hills, coal and limestone. But yeah, let's go check this out real quick before we start hiking along the trail. Wow, holy crap. That's pretty awesome. A little makeshift shelter here. I guess maybe if you're hiking along the Standing Stone Trail, you can stop here, maybe bring a tarp with you, throw it over these sticks, and you're good to go. Wow, that is really awesome. Just be worried about a rattlesnake or two sneaking up on you. Nice little bench. But yeah, I mean, if you're up here on a windy day, couldn't really ask for a better place to stay. So cool little find here at the end of the pole trail. But all right, let's get to it. Let's start the Standing Stone Trail. I'm excited. Alrighty guys, well here we are officially standing on the Standing Stone Trail. I just wanted to tell you a little bit of info about this. It's 84 miles long, heads through I believe 3 different counties, and they used to refer to this as the Link Trail back in the day. I think it was established back in 1980. You could start it down Cowan's Gap and head all the way up to the Mid-State Trail. So that's just a little info about it. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be heading down this way for about 4 miles, checking out some of the vistas, coming back, so 8 miles back this way, and then heading down this way for 3 miles and coming back. So pretty much close to 15 miles a day. We'll see how it goes. If the goings get rough, we might just do 8, but the plan is to do 15 today. So all right, let's start the Standing Stone Trail. What do you say? Well, just some quick first impressions of this trail as we head on down to, I think it's Little Vista. So far the trail has been pretty overgrown, as you can see. I just came through these ferns here, but the other thing is it looks like there's going to be some spectacular views. I can see a valley right through these trees here, but as of right now I'm just pretty much going at a snail's pace, just because this is Rattlesnake Central and I don't want to accidentally step onto one of them. But yeah, pretty overgrown so far. Not really what I was expecting. I thought we were going to be more up on the ridge top, but we're only a mile in so far, so hopefully this is just a little anomaly on the trail. But we're going to keep on heading down to Little Vista. Yeah, this is currently the trail. You can see the blaze in the middle of this jungle here. Oh yeah, not really impressed so far. I'm sure you guys can understand why. I feel like I'm back in Bruce Lake when I had a bushwhack through there. I even asked the ranger yesterday if the trail conditions were good, and he said yeah, it's very well maintained. And yeah, kind of bummed out. At this rate, it's going to take me a couple hours just to get a few miles through here. So yeah. Well, after a bit of a rock scramble coming up the mountainside, we have pretty much summited one of these smaller peaks here in Huntingdon County. You can see some of the views off in the distance, some other mountains and farm fields, and then we'll pan around and you can tell we're literally standing right along the ridge top here. And yeah, check those views out. So definitely slow going here. I'll probably make a few folks out there mad when I say this, but definitely wouldn't recommend doing this trail in June at least. It's very overgrown. Trail maintenance doesn't really seem like it's a thing up in this area. But yeah, so I don't think we'll end up doing the full 15 miles today, unfortunately. We're going at a snail's pace, like I said, and might try to push on for about another half an hour and turn around. Unfortunately, there's no other way down to the road, so I'm gonna have to go back this way, and it was not a fun hike. I'll put it that way. Whenever hiking isn't fun anymore, that's when I'll put an end to it. You know, I tend to push myself a lot on these trails and end up getting in some sticky situations sometimes, like my hike in Bruce Lake, where I almost ended up getting lost. There was rattlesnakes all over the place, and I don't want to relive a similar thing like that. So, you know, being a solo hiker, you have to be extra diligent. You don't want to be rolling your ankle or getting bit by a rattlesnake, you know, out in the middle of nowhere with no cell service on top of a mountain. So yeah, we're gonna go for about another half an hour, see if there's any other views to see, and probably turn around and call it for the day. So just trying to be smart out here, you know, for once. So one last view of some of the hillsides off in the distance there before we move on for a little while. All right, folks, well, unfortunately, first time in my channel history that we are going to bail out. It's just not worth it. The trail keeps getting worse, as you can see. This is honestly one of the better views of the trail that I've had throughout the day. Been doing, I won't say technical, but a little bit of rock scrambling here and there. Very easy, you know, to roll your ankle up here. Like I said, it's difficult coming out here doing this stuff solo. Not trying to make excuses, but on the other end, you know, I don't want to get hurt up here and have to pay thousands of dollars to get rescued. So I'm just playing it smart. Sorry if I let you guys down out there. I'm pretty let down myself. Definitely wouldn't recommend coming up here in June. I'm sure that'll tick somebody off when I say that this is probably somebody's favorite trail out there, but yeah, it's just not for me today, and I'm not going to risk it. So it took me quite a while to get to this point. I don't even think we made it to Little Vista, but we definitely did get some nice views along the way. So we're going to start our trek back to the truck. And the other thing is, you know, it's sad that the pole trail coming up from Turkey Hill Road was in better condition than the actual through hiking trail here, the Standing Stone Trail. Kind of, you know, I don't know, just makes you question some things, I guess. But yeah, we're going to head back to the pole trail here and head back down to the truck. Calling it quits. All right, folks, well, we have made it back to the old stone structure there in the distance, as well as the spur trail down to Turkey Hill Road, the pole trail that we came up earlier. And we're at like a crossroads right here. So probably not the best idea that I've had, but there are 2 more vistas down this way. I failed going this way, but it does look like they're a bit closer. So I'm gonna attempt to hike for another hour this way, the opposite way, and see if maybe we can stumble upon a vista or 2. So that's the plan. I didn't want to end the video on a sour note. So let's head this way for about an hour and see if we can stumble upon any vistas. So let's go. Well, as you can see, this section of the trail heading, I believe we're heading south now, is obviously no better than when we were heading north. Very overgrown still. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna put in a little bit of time heading this way, see if we can pop out at one of these views or overlooks along the standing stone trail. Alrighty, folks, well, just a short distance away from the pole trail, we have officially arrived at a vista finally today. This is the hidden vista. So today turned out to not be a total bust, at least. So take you out here, show you the view of hidden vista, and we're going to keep heading down to another vista. I think it's called the Powerline Vista. So yeah, check out these views of Huntingdon County. Beautiful area. I never really explored too much up here. You could see some haze and smoke off in the distance. That's actually due to the wildfires that are happening right now up in Ontario and Canada. So we're seeing some effects of that down here all the way in Pennsylvania. But yeah, here is a nice look at hidden vista here before we head on down to the Powerline Vista. And one other thing I should note, I don't think I mentioned it so far in this video, but I'm using this standing stone trail. It was a $10 donation. You can get it at the visitor center at Greenwood Furnace. So if you're planning on doing it, maybe grab one of those. It's really detailed, tells you the topography, the views, and more. So all right, I'll leave you with this view of hidden vista here before we trek on down further south here on the trail. Alrighty, well, we are coming up on to the next viewpoint here, if you want to call it that. It's a power line, so let's see what this is all about here. Oh, holy smokes. Now that is a view. Wow, look at that. That makes earlier today all worth it. Holy crap, this might be one of the most incredible views I've seen in the entire state. Oh, wow. That is remarkable. Look at those views, guys. See for miles and miles and miles. You can actually see the road that we drove up earlier. Oh wow, just truly amazing. Let's go get a better look over the edge here. Wow. Wow. That's literally all I can say. This is one of the most remarkable viewpoints I've seen in the entire state. And I've been all around the state, and this is just mind-blowingly beautiful. So today I've seen some of the lowest lows for me, and now I'm at one of the highest highs. So just about an hour ago, I was ready to give up. I was frustrated, annoyed with the trail. I was honestly going to go back, pack up camp, and head on down the road. And something just told me, you know, give this section of the trail a shot, and now look where we are. I'm glad we decided to give the route a bit of a chance here. So yeah, these views are just breathtaking, as you can see, all thanks to a power line, believe it or not. So little trail update, I guess. There is one more viewpoint down this way called the Big Valley viewpoint, and it looks to be about a mile away. So we're going to attempt to do that, but I'm going to chill out here for at least a half an hour just taking these views, because this is just amazing. So if you're ever in the Greenwood Furnace area, or just staying the night at the state park, this is literally only about a 15-minute drive away, and pretty short hike as well. I mean, this is only probably about a 2-mile hike. So if you're ever in the area, give it a shot, because this is just remarkable, as you can see. So all right, I'll see you when we get moving again. Well, it's a bit windy up here. Got the old wig blown in the breeze, as you can see. But literally just bought this tripod for this trip, and it took a nice little spill, as you can see. And brand new $90 tripod broke, snapped off. So that's probably going to end the time lapses for this video, since I don't have a tripod anymore. So yeah, bummer. This is like the 3rd tripod I've gone through in the last year. But yeah, totally sheared off. Maybe a little duct tape can fix it. But yeah, we're gonna move on here to the Big Valley Vista, and that will wrap up today's adventure. But yeah, just incredible. It's gonna be hard to beat this. All right, folks, well, just about a half an hour away from the power line and a little bit of elevation gain, we have arrived here at the last vista for the day. This is Big Valley Vista. I haven't ventured out on the rocks just yet, so I'll take you out with me and we'll check it out for the first time together. So yeah, this is gonna be the last stop for the day before we backtrack and head on back to the pole trail. Like I said, just a lot of highs and lows today. It was a pretty emotional day here on the trail. But here we are, Big Valley Vista. Yeah, and check out those views. Hard to beat the power line view, but still incredible nonetheless. Standing on another one of these boulder fields here. Yeah, what a day. Saw some really incredible views, and can't beat it. Perfect weather, mid 70s. And yeah, we'll just do a nice slow pan of the Big Valley Vista here before we start trekking on back to the pole trail. Alrighty, folks, well, I've been mentioning them all day, and I kind of figured we would run into at least one sooner or later. And we'll take a look down in the rock crevice right here, and if you look close, you might see something a little bit odd. So looks like 2 snake bodies down there. I'm not really sure what type they are. I can't see the head. I'm sure somebody out there will be able to tell what they are just by judging the striping on them. I'm gonna say they're either a milk snake or a copperhead, but I can't see the head. Looks like there's 2 of them, but yeah, let me know what they are in the comments. I'm sure I'll figure out here within a couple minutes. But yeah, definitely a new ID. I'm gonna say either a milk snake or a cottonhead, or a copperhead, sorry. All right, guys, well, stumbled upon this guy. Yet another new ID for the channel. I believe this is just your basic black rat snake. I don't think it's a racer. He seems pretty content just hanging out in the sunlight here, as you can see. So seems like later in the day, the more and more snakes you see. So if you're afraid of these guys, maybe get up early when it's still cool out and you won't have to deal with them. But Awesome. I haven't seen one of these in a while, and he's a good, 3 foot long, I'd say, maybe a little longer. Look how long he goes on here for. Yeah, he doesn't mind me. He's just chilling out, basking in the sunlight here. So we'll see if we can maybe get a little bit closer to him. Like I said, I believe this is just your typical black rat snake, one of the best snakes to have around. You never want to kill one of these guys. Totally non-venomous and harmless. Alrighty guys, well, we just passed the stone house a couple seconds ago, and we are officially starting to descend down the pole trail. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I figure this will be a good time to end it. So like I said before, we had a lot of highs and a lot of lows today. The trail conditions weren't exactly satisfactory, but I'm glad that we decided to head the opposite way. Got to check out some really cool viewpoints. I even got a brand new trekking pole out of the deal, so you can't beat that. And we got some new IDs for the channel as well, including I believe some copperheads, a grouse, and that red newt. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this episode from Roth Rock State Forest. Hopefully you folks enjoyed it. Tell me if you would do the Standing Stone Trail one of these days. Maybe we could get a group together and just do all 84 miles. But all right guys, that's gonna wrap things up. If you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and I will see you on an all-new adventure next Friday. All right, Maxim Outdoors signing out.